Here's how the story of Hyundai began. A poor but ambitious young man from a small village in South Korea stole his father's cow and ran away from home to buy a lucky ticket. Once he was a rich man, though, he repaid his debt 1,001 times over, presenting 1,001 cows to his country in his father's honor. Hyundai was founded by Chung Ju-Yung. He was born in 1915 in a village called Asan. Asan is located about 30 miles north of the current demilitarized zone in what is now called North Korea. Chung had 6 younger siblings, and his father was a farmer who expected Chung to take over the family business. But that was not what Chung had in mind, so he repeatedly fled home in pursuit of new opportunities. He had to leave school at an early age to help his family by working on the farm. However, he couldn't let his family's condition thwart his ambitions. So, at the age of 16, he decided to flee home along with his friend to seek brighter future opportunities and fulfill their dreams. They managed to find jobs as construction workers in the town of Kuwon. Although it was difficult, he enjoyed the independence he had gained, and he soon found himself to be passionate about civil engineering. However, he didn't get the chance to pursue this passion. He was at his job for 2 months. Then, his father found out about his whereabouts and took him home. This didn't stop him though. Once again, when he was 18, he ran away from home. He wanted to provide a better life not only for himself, but for his family as well. This was not possible by continuing to work as a farmer in that small village. This time, he stole a cow from his father, sold it, and used the money to buy a train ticket to Seoul. So he hopped on the train and left Asan. He planned to start a career as an accountant in Seoul. Therefore, he went to a local bookkeeping school there. During that time, he read all about great men who had managed to make themselves a name despite being born into poor families. His favorite was Abraham Lincoln. He was once again found by his father. He was thus taken back to his hometown. Luckily enough for him, his father eventually let him go after witnessing what burning desire Chung had in his heart to see the world. From 1935 on, Chung dipped his toe in different waters. He worked as a dock worker for a while, then he learned how to ride a bike so he could deliver rice. And with the dedication he had, he became the owner of the shop within 2 years. Soon the rice trade was forbidden in Korea. Upon this challenge, Chung began to search for another job, something that did not require large capital but guaranteed high returns. That's when he opened a car repair shop in Seoul in 1941. This was his first contact with the automotive world, and he gained success from the very beginning. He later said with pride, "We repaired in only 5 days what took other companies 20. By 1947, the number of his employees rose from just a handful to 70 people. The government decided to merge Chung's business with a steel mill to support war efforts. Following the Second World War, Korea was not in a fine shape, and with the outbreak of the Korean War soon after that, South Korea was in ruins. Chung's project, along with the government, was the country's rejuvenation. Chung picked the name Hyundai Engineering and Construction Company for his business. The word Hyundai meant modernity. Chung, who was never afraid of facing obstacles and various experiences, played a major role in rebuilding Korea. His business involved building roads. He quickly realized that if the roads are the country's veins, cars are the blood running through them. Therefore, the next step he took over a decade later was founding Hyundai Motor Company in the late 1960s. Hyundai Motor Company was officially instituted in 1967 in Ulsan. 1 year later, its first model was introduced, the Cortina. Hyundai collaborated with Ford Motor Company to manufacture this car. With the rollout of the Cortina, Chung got highly encouraged to build a powerful and independent automotive empire of his own. His dream was to mass-produce vehicles for the South Korean public. So in search for bright minds to manifest his dream, he brought in a number of British automotive executives and engineers. George Turnbull, The former managing director of Aston Morris was one of these people who joined Chung's crew. Together, they designed the Pony and released it to the markets in 1976. The Pony was South Korea's very first mass-produced car. The Pony was manufactured in Korea, but it was the fruit of an outstanding team of people from different parts of the world. It was designed with the help of British engineers, styled by Giorgetto Giugiaro from Italy, and provided with a Mitsubishi engine from Japan. Initially, the Pony was launched as a four-door sedan. A pickup version, a station wagon, and a three-door hatchback were added to the car respectively in 1976, 1977, and 1980. Today, the Pony Coupe continues to delight classic car enthusiasts. The 1980s was the time of rapid expansion for Hyundai as it began promoting its prized creation in the global marketplace. Except for the US, where the Pony would not pass emissions standards, South America, Canada, and Europe accepted the car with open arms. While the expansion was thriving, it also brought forth the issue of quality control. Hyundai executives soon realized they would have to focus on excellence, so Hyundai's long-term strategy of quality growth was born. This paved the way for Hyundai to finally enter the US market in 1986. It did so the Pony Excel, an upgraded version of the Pony. It became the best-selling imported car of 1986. Hyundai did not stop there. Over the next few years, the company made huge advances in design and technology. The company's first pure electric car, the Sonata EV prototype, was produced in 1991. The hybrid electric FGV1 was unveiled at the 1995 Seoul Motor Show. This car featured full-time electric drive technology. Flexible fuel vehicles were developed in 1998, while the company's fuel cell electric vehicle activities were also started in the late 1990s. After Chung's death in 2001, the company faced a huge embezzlement scandal. Before we go on, please support us with your likes and shares if you have enjoyed so far. In 2001, Chung Ju-Yung, a man with the determination to give his family and his country a new perspective, died of natural causes at the age of 85. He died in peace at his home in Seoul, and he was buried in accordance to Buddhist and Confucian customary rites. Do you remember the cow he stole from his father to pay for a train ticket to Seoul? Shortly before his decease, he repaid his debt by gifting his country 1,001 cows in a symbolic gesture as a tribute to his beloved father. In 2002, Chung Mong-koo succeeded his father and became the head of Hyundai. He was later arrested in 2006 and charged for embezzlement of $106 million. Several other executives have replaced him to this day, and fortunately none brought such disgrace on the company. By the turn of the millennium, Hyundai had begun to overhaul its image in order to establish itself as a world-class brand. So the company invested heavily in the quality, design, and manufacturing. The first SUV, the Santa Fe, was launched in 2000, and its success led to the introduction of the Tucson in 2004. From 2010 onwards, Hyundai has turned its attention towards environmental-friendly vehicles and technology. In 2021, they announced they are trying to achieve carbon neutrality and that from 2035, all new Hyundai vehicles sold in Europe will be either battery electric or fuel cell electric vehicles. Nowadays, Hyundai has 6 research and development centers located in South Korea, Germany, Japan, and India. Additionally, there is a center in California where designs are developed for the United States. While many things have changed, Hyundai's main plant is still located in Ulsan. The company has regularly demonstrated its commitment to superior engineering and state-of-the-art technology by getting higher rankings consistently. In a competitive battle, Hyundai is considered a leader in future mobility. Watch our next video on how Lamborghini was founded.